All right, back here at 8:46 on Wednesday morning. This is Wine Wednesday, of course. We're raising a glass to local wineries ahead of Earth Day this coming Friday.
Yeah, vineyards and winemakers across the Dundee Hills have stayed committed to a true Oregon value, and that is, of course, protecting the environment. So joining us live to tell us more about those efforts is Bill Sweat with Winderlea Vineyard and Winery in Dundee. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to see you. So what makes the Dundee Hills? We know that it's a special wine region, but environmentally speaking, why is it such a special spot?
I think right from the start, we owe a debt of gratitude to David and Diana Lett when they first planted Ivy Vineyards. They were very focused on doing so in a sustainable way. And along with many of the founders of the wine industry in Oregon, they made farming sustainably and recognizing the impact we're having on the environment an important ethos for us.
Now, why is it important for Dundee Hills wine growers members to take care of the ecosystems they belong to? Why would their responsibility for the ecosystem go beyond the boundaries of their properties?
Yeah, thank you. You know, I will say this, I will share this as my opinion. I look at our property and I think if we weren't here, there would be a forest here. And a forest is a really efficient ecosystem. It does a great job at sequestering carbon, etc. And so I have vines there instead. And so I feel it's my responsibility to do everything I can to try to minimize the impact we have with our farming. And so that to me means I'm going to compost, so I'm adding organic matter back to the soil, and that's going to give us better insect life, earthworms, flying insects, as well as soil-borne microbes, which are going to help the plants to thrive.
That's great. I mean, you're right. That area, it's just, up 9th Street, Warden Hill Road there in Dundee. It's if you're not looking at the grapes, you're looking at the trees. It is a very forested area. So I think that makes perfect sense. What are some of those other farming and winemaking practices that kind of help vineyards stay eco-friendly and wineries keep the land obviously in shape as well as keep the fruit in shape?
Yeah, thank you, Travis. There are, you'll find in the Dundee Hills that most vineyards and wineries are farmed sustainably using either live, organic, or biodynamic practices. One of the things we try to do in addition to taking advantage of cow manure-based compost is to minimize tilling. So we're not tearing up the soil and releasing carbon into the atmosphere. We're using organic products, so there are no synthetic products being used on our vineyards, and you'll find that is very common as well. And we try to manage the vineyard to minimize inputs. We want to tread as lightly on the property as we possibly can.
Interesting. Give me an idea of some of the earth-friendly certificates that some of the wineries out there have achieved. I know there's a lot of places that have won a lot of awards for their good stewardship of the land.
There are. So the most common sustainability certification is Live Salmon Safe, and you'll find most vineyards and wineries on the Dundee Hills, including Winderlea, have that certification. Organic is also very important, and quite a few vineyards and wineries have that certification. And then a small number of us are also certified biodynamic, which is a whole farm certification that really causes us to look at where we are farming as an entire ecosystem and to manage that appropriately. And so while not all of the vineyards and wineries that farm organic or biodynamic are certified, they're all very dedicated to the practices.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You obviously think about like you said, obviously the fruit is dependent on a healthy environment, so there's that interest in it. But just the area, the area is, it's an eco-friendly first place. So, Bill Sweat with Winderlea, thank you for joining us on this Wine Wednesday. Appreciate you taking the time, and happy Earth Day.
Thank you, my pleasure.
All right, take care. And to check out all the wineries in this growing region, you can always visit dundeehills.org to learn more.
Oh, yeah.